Last night I had a really, really bad time. Last night I gave myself a late night FIFA session, bro. And I was like, you know what? Tomorrow's Sunday. Just give yourself one night where you just kind of just do whatever bad habit you want to do, right? From that moment, when I finished playing at 1 a.m., it was literally at 1 a.m., I felt like the worst person in the world. I felt like such a bad human being. But you're gonna be like, no, but it's just like one day of FIFA. Like, what's wrong? No, 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 bro. I felt like a hypocrite. Because I preach this goal, this person of us becoming the best versions of ourselves. I preach this goal of being the strongest Muslim man that you could be, being a high performing Muslim man, being a Muslim man who's running, who's grinding, who's working hard, who's sacrificing so much comfort so he can become mentally tough and mentally strong and mentally disciplined. I preach this message because that's where I want to go to, but I'm not working towards going there. And I felt like such a hypocrite. And I was sitting there and I was just like, what do I do? I keep telling myself, yeah, I'm gonna work on this business, but then I keep justifying doing some of the bad habits. I keep justifying me doing something. I keep justifying the fact that, oh yeah, just play one game of FIFA, just take a little break. I keep justifying that, but at the end of the day, I finished those work blocks with nothing accomplished, nothing finished. Bro, so really, like, is that even worth it to me? Because we want to be strong, we want to be this, but this stuff is holding us back, is holding me back. No matter how much I can justify playing one game of FIFA, it's not the fact that it's one game, it's the fact that I make the decision to play. Despite knowing like I could be spending my time in a better way. And I realize there's one thing. I realize that what differentiates people that are grinding every single day, but not just grinding, but people that are achieving what they're grinding for. People that are actually getting the fruits of their labor. These people just had to sacrifice. These people just made the one single decision to move on with their lives. The issue is with me and possibly you as well is the fact that, bro, we're just playing two lives at once. We're just going in and going out. We're just doing two things at once, and that is not the way to do things because we're going to be stuck in this cycle. And the only way to move forward is to move forward. The only way to grow is to leave your old kid self behind. And for the longest time, bro, I was trying to justify me being stuck in this place. And I realized I can't. I remember I was watching an Iman Gaji video, and Iman Gaji was saying, all I did when I was on my grind was just business, read, business, read, business, read. Now, obviously, as Muslims, we have a bigger purpose than just business and reading. But what this entails is that we need to just lock in. But the way we lock in, we just need to make that one decision. We have to realize that in order to reach our goals, whatever goals that we want to reach, bro. I know you're here grinding, working on a business, maybe working in school. Just you're trying to be successful in whatever you're trying to do, bro. You're trying to be exceptional. We have to realize we have to make that one decision or else we're done. So last night I decided, you know what? I'm gonna make that one decision. I can't anymore. I can't play two lives at once. I need to just work and I need to grind. I need to go towards the man I want to become. And I realized all I'm gonna be working on is the things I need to be doing every single day. That's my day. I need to make that split decision, that one decision, and leave my old self behind. Otherwise, I'm gonna be stuck there. So I realized, bro, the secret and the way to get rid of these bad habits that we keep going in and out of is to make that one decision and leave that life behind, bro. The thing is, we haven't made that one serious decision before. Like, we might tell ourselves, oh, I'm not gonna play FIFA anymore. But you know deep down in the back of your mind that you're still gonna go play FIFA. You tell yourself, oh no, I'm not gonna do this. I got it, bro. I got it. But you still keep going back there despite you telling yourself, yeah, no, I got it, bro. That's not gonna work like that. Because we keep lying to ourselves. And the more you lie to yourself, the more you fool yourself. Why do you think that we don't take in what we say? We say something, but we do another thing. How are other people gonna trust us? How are other people gonna take our word? But more importantly, how are we gonna take our own word? If we tell ourselves, nah, I got it, bro, I'm not gonna play anymore, but then we play, that psychologically rewires our brain to go against what we say. We have to change and turn into a person where whatever we say, we must commit to. We must do. Whatever we say, we must do. That is the key lesson. Whatever we say, we must do. Meaning, if I make a decision, I'm not going back to that life. I'm not gonna go back to that playing FIFA. Even I'm not gonna justify it. Whatever. I'm not gonna play. It's just out of my life. There's no justification. That's however way I can justify. I'm not gonna play anymore. That's how you make a decision. But we have to stick to that decision. Otherwise, it's the same thing. And I know it's difficult. And I know it's hard. I know like there's a part of us that wants to play. But you have to realize it's that those people who get stuck in their ways and never achieve anything is because they're stuck in this middle path. They're in the middle of two ends. They're playing tug the war, whatever it's called. Tug the rope. And so Shaitan is playing tug, whatever it's called. I forgot what it's called, bro. Shaitan is playing tug the rope and trying to pull the rope as much as possible. You have a good side, that a side that you like, a side that wants the best for you. And that's the mercy of Allah. There is a side always in our brain. There's a voice in our head that always wants the best for us. There's a voice in our head that always says, nah, don't do it, Mahi. Only if we listen to that voice, we could be so much farther in life. It's because of our environment. Our environment is the reason why we're in this situation right now. Because our environment is set up in such a way where we're just gonna go back to them. We need to make a decision, a commitment. We need to make a routine that promotes, a routine that forces us to grind and to lock in, and most importantly, to believe what we say. So meaning that we need to make a routine where we do what we say. Our routine must be something where we're living, abide by. This is our values. Our routine must be something where if I tell myself I'm going to be working at this time, I must be working at this time. If I tell myself I'm going to go running at this time, I'm going to go running at this time. And the easiest way to do that, akhi, and to myself, is to simplify and make it as bite-sized as possible. Instead of telling yourself, oh, I got to run in the morning. That's too hard. Tell yourself to go outside in the morning to get some sunlight. Just go outside. Just take a step outside. Wear your clothes. Pray your salah, go outside to take a sunlight. To get some sunlight. Go step by step. Make it as easy as possible for you to end up doing so. For you to end up taking in what you say. Sometimes you're gonna have to make a tracker. Sometimes you're gonna have to go to Google Docs and make a weekly tracker. And I'll leave my tracker in the description down below. You just have to print it. Make yourself a copy and print it. But this is the tracker that I'm using in order for me to commit to myself. And if I don't listen to this version of myself, if I don't listen to this and do what I say, I've failed. This is for me a life and death situation. Because I told myself I gotta run. I told myself I gotta seek knowledge. I told myself this. I must commit to it. I told myself no FIFA and anything, whatever. I must commit to it. And you're keeping me accountable, bro. But this is the way. We keep falling in and out. How many more times can we stay like this, bro? Because there's a life that's waiting for us that's worth so much better. As Allah says in the Quran, like, do you really, like, are these people really falling for the dunya? Do you really think the dunya is better than the akhirah? Do you really think like sacrificing and your good deeds, sacrificing your salah is worth it for the akhirah? Do you realize that dunya is like nothing compared to Jannah? There's no comparison. So in that way, do we think that our little dunya, our little bad habits that we're living in, that we keep continuously going back to, is it really worth it? Probably not, because we got such a good life ahead of us, bro. You don't even know what's ahead of us. You don't even know the life that we could be living. All we needed was just that one commitment, that one decision to go forth and just move forward with life. All we needed was to look at ourselves and tell ourselves, I'm gonna commit to this. I'm not gonna go back on my words. I'm gonna make myself a plan, and I made it easy for you. Just check the description down below for it. And I'm gonna commit to that for 1 week straight, for 2 weeks straight. I'm gonna make it my lifelong mission and my lifelong goal to never go back on the words that I say, because our brains have been rewired to think, to do other than what we say. And the moment we do that, that's the moment that we're gonna make progress and see ourselves grow and to see ourselves achieve the goals that we set ourselves to achieve. That's the moment that you're gonna go start getting subscribers and views if you make a YouTube channel. That's the moment, and that's all from Allah. That's the moment you're gonna start seeing gains in your multiplier. You're gonna get so much bigger. That's the moment that you're gonna talk more confidently. You're gonna feel like you're growing. You're gonna get stronger mentally. But we gotta do what we say consistently. When we live in this military-like routine, we have no ifs or buts but to commit to it. See, this video is all about commitment. This video is all about committing to our words, and it's all about committing to the plan that we make. A plan that is all about the essentials. I'm gonna be focusing on what I need to be doing. I'm gonna be focusing on reading, running, gym, seeking knowledge in Islam, reading Quran, learning, doing my business work. But that's that one commitment. But we gotta make a routine, a strict military-like routine, because that routine helps you stick to your word. Because at this time you tell yourself, oh, I gotta follow through with it no matter what. Even if your work is not done, follow through with the routine, because a routine keeps us dialed in. It's like, bro, it's like when you have a kid, right? And you have a kid, he's, you give him all the freedom he wants. Well, the kid's gonna run off to, like, let's say you go to a park. The kid's gonna see his toys, his Legos and whatever. He's gonna run off to it. But what you gotta do is sometimes you gotta hold his shirt back. Like, no, come back, bro. Right? You gotta like, come back. Like, where are you going? You're gonna go run by yourself and you're gonna go get lost. So in that way, our routine is like tugging our shirt back. Our routine is bringing us back. No, what are you doing? Stay on course. Stay on the mission. A routine systemizes your life. Some people they think they glorify the routine. You know, there's so many videos on YouTube, and honestly, I'm at fault for making these videos too, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. But there's so many like these videos on YouTube, like, oh, 5 a.m. routine, 5 a.m. Yeah, 5 a.m. cute routine. Like all these, like most of the sisters fall for this. Yeah, I know a Muslim a 5 a.m. routine. Yeah, like they make it so most of them don't stick to it. I'm not saying this out of place of arrogance. Even I don't stick to a lot of my routines. A routine is supposed to systemize your life. It's supposed to make your life streamlined, straight, easy. Just follow this and you'll get to your goal. It's like a GPS. Imagine going from one place to another place without a GPS, bro. You're done. You're finished. But when you have a routine slash a step slash navigation slash knowing what roads to take and when to take them, you're gonna get there as fast as possible. So routine should be just comprised of just what we need to get done every single day and following the commitment and having a weekly habit tracker, a habit tracker that which dares to challenge us, bro. A habit tracker which challenges us every single week. Be like, bro, you gotta do this. I told myself I'm gonna be running 3 times a week, 1 kilometer 3 times a week, which is not that hard, but I needed myself something to commit to. And if I don't, but bro, I'm a failure and I'm a hypocrite. So I must get 1 kilometer of running done no matter what. And I guess you'll see. You'll see I'll post all my progress in my personal school community. If you're interested in joining the brotherhood, if you're interested in leveling up on all areas of your life, join the Muslim tribe in the description down below, bro. It's a place where, honestly, it's just a place where Muslims can come and just level up, talk to other brothers that are purposeful, that are on their deen, that are on their purpose, worshipping Allah and trying to achieve what they want. But other than that, bro, I love you for the sake of Allah. I'll see you inside the school community if you join. And yeah, bro, I'll see you in the next one. Assalamu alaikum.